in the street. Get off the street. Right now. Get off the...
A lawsuit filed in federal court Tuesday alleges a Minneapolis police officers violated the constitutional rights of a man who was filming them with his cell phone by shoving him to the ground and then wrongfully jailing him to hide their conduct.
Look at reality here. We are stuck in a vicious cycle spiraling downward.
Body camera video from the April 22, 2022 incident shows the officers on a rainy street in South Minneapolis asking for said Abdullahi to move out of the street. One of the officers, identified in the civil complaint as Daniel Barlow, pushes Abdullahi. The second officer, Sergio Villegas, approaches from behind and shoves Abdullahi, sending him toppling backwards to the street. "Hey," shouts Abdullahi, as the other officer grabs his wrist, "stop assaulting me." In his police report, Villegas acknowledged he pushed Abdullahi to the sidewalk, but said Abdullahi lost his footing and fell down. The video shows Villegas pushing Abdullahi forcefully to the ground. The officers cited Abdullahi, 37, for misdemeanor disorderly conduct and took him to the jail in what the lawsuit says was an effort to cover up their unlawful conduct. After spending 3 nights in jail, the charges were ultimately dropped. Abdullahi is suing Villegas, Barlow, and the city of Minneapolis, alleging the officers used their official capacity to deprive him of his First and Fourth Amendment rights.
We are stuck in a vicious cycle spiraling downward.
The lawsuit filed in Minnesota U.S. District Court describes the officers' conduct as a widespread custom of Minneapolis police to retaliate against people who film them, citing charges of a pattern of free speech violations brought by the Justice Department against Minneapolis this summer, as well as other use-of-force allegations against Villegas. The most serious force used on Mr. Abdullahi, akin to a blindside block, has caused serious harm and even death in other instances, said Attorney Jeff Storms in a statement Tuesday. "It is sheer luck that the consequences of this unlawful conduct were not worse. If the MPD is going to make genuine efforts to rebuild its trust with communities of color, this conduct cannot be tolerated and the consequences must be meaningful." Minneapolis spokesman Casper Hill said the city has not been served with the lawsuit and declined to comment. Police version: Villegas said in his report that he ordered Abdullahi out of the middle of the street, but he refused to comply. When Barlow attempted to put a hand toward Abdullahi and direct him to the sidewalk, Abdullahi slapped my partner's hand away, the report says, not mentioning that Barlow pushed him, which is shown on the officer's body camera video. Barlow describes his partner physically pushing Abdullahi, but said Abdullahi lost his balance and fell to the ground. Barlow said they arrested Abdullahi in order to stop further criminal conduct.